Water mains that run under the water from Cranston to here that bring us fresh water. No one has addressed them. I haven't heard one candidate speak to them. I haven't seen anything about it since I was on the city council. If they let go, we have no water. This is a problem of biblical proportions if they let go. And we haven't touched them in some 70 years. You wonder why your water tastes a little funny? We're doing the best we can to bleach it out, but it's coming through 70-year-old water mains. That is something I intend to address immediately.
Mr. Russo.
The problem I would like to help out on immediately is help to get that new school built. We desperately need a new high school. We must give those kids a building that gives them heat, keeps them safe, and has more than 2 plugs in a room. And gives them the ability to have a modern 21st century education. So I look forward to that bond issue being passed and be able to help the building committee, the city council, the school committee in getting that high school built.
Mr. DSilva.
I agree with Mr. Russo that our new high school, or the building of a new high school for East Providence, is vital to the economic growth and vitality of our community. But I think another problem I keep hearing from people when I walk door to door is the sewer bill. And I plan on sitting down immediately with my staff and looking at the contract. The contract is due to expire 2 years into the 4-year term. I believe that we can negotiate a better deal for the people of East Providence, and I believe if they don't come to the table and agree to a better deal, we can find other options.
Mr. Claude Richard.
Like I said before, the poverty level of the city has been rising for 20 years. East Providence High School, the student enrollment there has dropped 26% since 1980 and going down. And I know for a fact because every year I went to inspect them, I took the enrollment. Now, you are in a community with poor people here. We're not in Kuwait. 52% of the students in East Providence High School on the federal free lunch program. Is this a rich community? And you want to give these people more taxes? It's absurd. And now, have any of you people ever heard of Bayside? They're the people who put in the soccer fields. Now, do you know if they put a school on top of the soccer fields, it's going to cost you $10 million plus. And the $10 million is for the city breaking the contract. The plus is all the lawsuits that Bayside gets, that the city will pay for. And did anybody ever tell you about the 36-inch sewer line that runs across the back of the school that costs millions to relocate? How do people pay for that? It's ridiculous. The school, the basic school is in excellent shape. It needs a facelift, electrical, plumbing. That's what it needs. I got a daughter that's a lawyer in D.C. for the Justice Department, went through that school with a raincoat on. She now owns a condo in D.C. It's over $1 million. So don't tell me the kids can't learn. I see kids in there drinking out of the spigots in the restroom, which is a violation of the state health law. And they enjoyed it. It didn't bother the kids adapt. So this bull of you're gonna spend a lot of money, the kids will learn if they're taught. My kids, first 2 kids went through what they call accelerator program. I got one son that teaches at the University of Wisconsin. My daughter is a tax lawyer for the Internal Revenue. For the Justice Department. They went through that school, they wore raincoats.
Are you done, Mr. Protucci? Mr. Russo?
Briefly, reports have indicated that that school would take almost $100 million to repair. Now I ask you, if the bond issue passes at the state level for $250 million, where is the state of Rhode Island going to spend that money? On communities that are progressive and want to build a new modern high school, or a community that wants to rehab a building that is falling apart and was built in the 1950s? I think we all know the answer to that question.
Mr. Mr. DSilva. If we could please keep the applause down. I know these are passionate issues, but it's just going to lengthen the evening. If we can try and save that. Save it for the end. Mr. DSilva.
I don't want to say diddle that, but what he said. But more importantly, I've looked at the contract from Bayside, and Bayside is not looking at getting $10 million. The city just would have to make them whole. They spent a little bit over $1 million on building that field. They would have to make them whole by giving them the same type of facility for their kids to play on and practice. So that's not completely accurate that there would be a $10 million cost because of that field that was built back there. Just wanted to clarify that.
Okay, thank you.